Hi everyone, this particular video is going to talk about glycolysis. Glycolysis is simply the breakdown of glucose. And what happens here is we're basically taking glucose and we're going to make energy. Now, it's a really lengthy process, but something really easy to remember. Let's go back to digestion as a quick review. So here we have digestion, and carbohydrates break down to glucose, and then the glucose is absorbed in the bloodstream. So here's our bloodstream, and it's going to travel throughout the body in order to get inside the cells. So glucose is hanging out in the bloodstream. Blood sugar, blood glucose, they're synonyms. And we want to get it into the cell. In order for that glucose to get into the cell, we need insulin present. And then glucose can get inside the cell. Now, at this point, glucose goes through a lot of different steps to become pyruvate. And then pyruvate can turn into acetyl-CoA, which then goes through that Krebs cycle, and then electron transport chain to produce ATP. So this is our energy here. Now, something that's important to note here is this is going to be the aerobic pathway. So aerobic pathway. Now, what happens so that means oxygen is present. Now, when oxygen is not present, glucose actually becomes lactic acid. And lactic acid is produced from anaerobic pathways. So this means without oxygen. So no oxygen present. An example here is going to be things like exercise, when you're working really, really hard, anything along those lines. Now, this lactic acid actually then goes to the liver and it comes back and gets converted to pyruvate. And then it can go through, become acetyl-CoA, go through that Krebs cycle, electron transport chain, and then produce ATP.